Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Next on Deck. I'm not sure how we're pronouncing that yet, but how is everybody doing? It's Tuesday. We have NXT tonight. Joining me as always is my forever rival, Trick Matty. What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
What is up? It's a sad day for me. My
Yeah,
team's biggest rival messed around and won some type of title or something or the other. And then my favorite NFL team, the Titans, decided to go ahead and fire their head coach after Derrick Henry had probably what is his last game as a Titan. So yeah, just sadness all around. But I still have wrestling. At least.
hey man, at least you got wrestling. At least no one's
Right.
messing up NXT yet. Yet, we'll see.
Yet.
Not yet. Uh,
Punk.
yeah. So tonight they are starting the Dusty Classic back, and what's interesting about that is Baron, who was in the first Dusty Classic, is now entering another one with someone who has a really good spear. So we've come full circle. Back then he had Rhino. Now he's got
That
Bron Breakker.
you got younger at
And
least.
yeah, we're also going to see a title defense tonight. But before we get into NXT, let's talk real quick about Raw last night. Specifically, what opened the show. Drew McIntyre comes out, airs his grievances, claims he's going to leave, and then he says he's not going to. Ends up shitting on Cody, Jay, Seth. Then he talks about Punk, and Punk shows up. And it looks like we might be getting a little Punk Drew McIntyre thing for a little while.
I
Maybe
guess
even
so.
maybe we'll even see a match at the Chamber. You know, possibility. Is that something that interests you, Matt?
Eh, I mean, it kind of interests me. It's just kind of like they're treading water on what they want to do with Drew McIntyre. Like, I'm sure he's going to re-sign his contract, but it's like, oh, we'll just keep just leaving a bunch of dots for Drew McIntyre. I'm not like for until college football season starts back. I am not even going to acknowledge the champions. That title, they are like Voldemort. I even said his name. They who shall not be named. I'm not even gonna say that team up north. Just them people.
Cookie says it interests him. It's talking about Punk and McIntyre.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a CM Punk fan. I'm not a fan, but I don't hate him. I'm interested. I'll just be interested when he actually is like wrestling. I don't care about his promos. Like a lot of people like his promos. I like them too, but at this point, I know what I'm going to get from a CM Punk promo. I want to see you wrestle.
Wow, that considering that I think all of his fans are there for the promo. That's an interesting take on that.
Like
Of course,
it's just like I know what to expect now.
he of course wrestled his first match back off screen
Oh
during
goodness.
their holiday little run in New York, where he faced Dominic Mysterio.
Right.
You know, old Dirty Dom. You know, getting to wrestle with the legends and all that shit. So good for Dom. Punk and McIntyre. It's not a matchup I thought of when people were saying Punk was coming back, but maybe that's what makes it more interesting. I'll say this: people seem to think that McIntyre owned Punk on the promos last night.
Yeah. And the difference in height is honestly like thinking about it now, that's what kind of piques my interest just because like they're somewhat different in height. Like if he claymores him, good lord. Punk gonna be gone.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna, you know, grow. Um,
Like Punk looked like a little baby standing next to Drew McIntyre.
yeah. We also saw Seth Rollins get involved with a former champion, in Jinder Mahal, which has apparently ruffled some feathers.
Pissed off somebody.
Yeah. So I don't remember who they were responding to. I think it was the WWE account, but USA Network responded to a tweet that was talking about uh Jinder and Seth facing each other in the first tournament to crown the first ever NXT champion. And they said, "What was the cage match rating for that?" Because Tony Khan has said many times that he books in response and kind of to basically please cage match people for some reason, like the fans that go on there and actually do that. Uh, I've been writing about wrestling for like writing about wrestling for like a long time, and I don't think I've ever used cage match for anything. So I feel like out of the loop. I feel like I'm not the wrestling nerd that I should be. You know,
Right.
I'm not living up to the standards that everybody else is. Um, as far as that shot goes, it's that little lighthearted jab, and Tony was not having it, and then decided to compare Hook Jinder Mahal to Hook, saying that Hook is 28-1. Jinder hasn't won a match in God knows how long. Uh, I look, it's one was like a little kind of like a half joke comment, and then he decided to kind of go in on him. It's
Right.
he does not have thick skin. He
Jinder
like at all.
responded.
Jinder responded. Oh, I gotta see
Jinder
that.
responded and said,
Okay.
he said, who the fuck is he said, who the fuck is Hook?
Oh God. We got
He's
picked
like,
between
who the
Hook.
fuck is Hook? Watch Monday Night Raw on USA Network.
We had to pick between our boy Jinder Richie and Hook. That's not fair to us, man. Jinder. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
Yeah, Hook rules, But
I want to be.
it's
I mean, being. I would rather be in the fan base that isn't called hookers.
oh yeah,
I don't
we're all
want to be a
hookers.
hooker.
You don't want to be a hooker? I thought we were hook. I thought this was a pro hooker podcast.
I'm a Hook fan, but I don't want to be a hooker.
Right. So I saw that TK tweet. I was wondering what made him want to start. He wants to start all the time.
His plug told him he
Uh,
was going to be late. His supplier told him he was late.
it's so we're gonna get Jinder and Seth next week for the championship. So obviously, just a easy win for Seth. But
Psych.
I I kind of want to see Jinder. It's just like when Jinder was facing Randy years ago, when we were like, I kind of want to see him win just to see how people would react to it. So like, I'm afraid to say that now because it happened last time. But I kind of want to see it just for the reaction.
Never
I do.
forget. Never forget where the gender experiment started. Was he won that battle royal?
Won the Andre was no, not the Andre. He won a was he Andre? Did he win the Andre?
He won some battle royal on SmackDown, and
That's
I
right,
just happened to
SmackDown
be
Battle
in
Royal.
attendance.
Of
It
course, you
started
were
in
there.
Louisville.
You were
It
there where it
started
all
right.
began.
They started the
That's right.
experiment in the worst place to start an experiment like that.
We don't hinder the gender here. Damn right. Maharaja Mac Daddy. Uh yeah. It's it's just a little thing for Seth to do while we wait for the Rumble winner.
It's a nice little. It's a nice little pat on the back for Gender for that great promo he cut leading into the Rock. So
That's probably what it
hey,
is,
you getting
really.
a bottle
Yeah.
shot.
Just hey, you did good with the Rock, so let's give you a little TV time, a little shine. Um, but yeah, good stuff. Kenny says the best damn title celebration in wrestling history. It was pretty lit. I don't know if y'all remember.
He
So I'm
had
saying
one of the
we could
best
do it again.
entrances to WWE champion.
He did. One of the greatest celebrations. We can do it again. We can have it happen again if
He
he
can
just
be a
beats them.
two-time champion.
God, imagine it. CM Punk, Jinder Mahal, WrestleMania
WrestleMania.
Night 2. Let's
Oh
make it
yeah.
happen. Let's make it happen.
Jinder beats Punk. Then he defends. Then he challenges Roman. And this is where everybody gonna be shocked. He beats Roman. He finishes the story, not Cody.
Look, I mean,
He gonna beat Cody
Roman
too. Yeah, he gonna beat Cody too. Yeah. Oh,
Roman doesn't want that smoke. Let's be honest. He doesn't want
right.
that. You know, one Colossus over. It's over. Uh, everyone's going along with the joke. You know, everyone's just kind of, even Jinder, like we're all going along with the joke. It's funny, and we kind of laugh about it, and you just kind of enjoy the ride. Uh, there's no need to get upset about it. No need to get taking, these comments seriously. It's just having a laugh. We as a community together laughing at and with Jinder. You know,
Right. Like
uh,
that title run, when you look at it in hindsight, that is the only time where I've honestly thought about the inner workings of what happens behind like closed doors. Because it's like, okay, this dude was literally just a jobber 6 months ago. And now, because you want to just show that someone of Indian descent, you just want to do that, boom, he's champion. And you just legitimize him by winning a battle royal, and everybody's all, he's not gonna beat Randy. Yep, he beat Randy, and then he beat Randy again, and he kept winning, and he kept winning, and it low key was making sense until it became time for Brock Lesnar, and then they said no,
I think people still can't
experiment
forgive him.
over.
People still can't forgive him for beating Nakamura twice.
It beat Nakamura, beat Randy twice.
And then he lost it to AJ.
AJ on a random SmackDown. The experiment started on SmackDown and it ended on SmackDown just for AJ to get sacrificed to Brock.
Maybe that's why he got so beefed up. Next time he sees Brock, he wants to kick his
Never
ass.
again.
Did you hear that story that Riddle is saying that he was supposed to win the Rumble in 2022?
I saw something about that and I just rolled my eyes instantly. Like,
There was a rumor back then that he was a possible pick, but then I remember like how the rest of that run to Mania went, and I'm like, there's no, where would you have fit? What would they like? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I never. I just feel like Riddle was just like the biggest wasted pick ever in fantasy history. After like for rated RK Bro, he was on top of the world for that. But once Randy got taken off of the out of it, his push was done. He wasn't winning nothing.
Yeah, that and like the little airport scene that he had didn't really help out anything. So
Oh yeah, then the airport. Then he started doing actual drugs, not just weed. The man was doing crack. He was doing ecstasy.
yeah,
He was doing the bad stuff.
it was pretty bad. When man crack is whack. Riddle versus Jinder. Now that's a Mania match. If Riddle was still around, I can kind of see it happening. Uh, the Coke Boy mustache got him kicked off NW.
As soon as I found out he was doing drugs, I was like, "Oh yeah, you got to
Man,
go. We do
doing the
not keep crackheads."
and the heavy shit. Uh, we also saw Cody Rhodes defeat Nakamura last night.
Woo!
He can go continue his story, maybe, sort of, possibly. Now it's like a
This story ain't
one
never
in one
gonna
in one in
end.
one in three chance at this point. Um, with the Rock is the Rock? I don't think the Rock said he was in the Rumble, but I just think The Rock is just we're getting Rock and Roman at Mania because they're not going to have another chance to really do it. He's not doing a ton right now as far as movies go.
Right.
You do it when you can, and I guess now is the opportunity, and that's just going to happen, and it sucks for Cody, but that's the deal. Riddle challenging Tanahashi for the New Japan. Oh yeah, I saw that he was going to New Japan. I also saw Matt Stryker talking about Riddle for MLW and saying that I'm paraphrasing here, but the allegations didn't get far, and when it comes to a man with this kind of talent, you just gotta let it go. You can't release some like. Can you imagine releasing someone like this? And immediately got torn to shreds. And he issued an apology saying I was trying to be a heel, and I guess I took it too far. And when it comes to being a fake dick, let's not bring up real life possible sexual assault. Let's keep those separated. That's probably for the best. We also saw the women's tag team titles get defended last night, and Piper and Chelsea lose again, so they're down. So I think we're gonna see the Kabuki Warriors challenge for them.
Oh goodness.
So we might see that title change pretty soon. Outside of that, not much else really happened on Raw.
They knew they were against the national title game.
Yeah, which didn't it of all of the games in the playoffs this year, that was the worst one. Didn't Riddle just beat Jacob? I don't know if he beat him, but I know that he wrestled him. That was the worst game of the playoffs. That was depressing.
Like someone compared it to it was the equivalent of this was the last year, the 14 playoff. They compared it to the first year because Ohio State Alabama was like the super good game. And then Ohio State versus Oregon was just like, oh, we don't care about this. And that's literally what happened again. Nobody cared about Michigan, Washington. Yeah. I sat there and watched it. Like I didn't watch a second of Raw. I read the recap, and then I went to bed once I saw the result of what it was going to end up being. I went to bed before it even said 0-0. I went to bed at 3:59 left in the fourth quarter because I wasn't even about to be on Twitter for any of it.
You lost big money on last night's game?
Yeah. You must have bet.
I don't know if I would have bet on Washington. I don't know if I would have bet on Washington. That's a tough. I mean, I guess you got to go for the risk for the big money, but still, I don't know.
Podcast I listened to, a guy bet $1,000 on Michigan on their rushing game and ended up winning $7,000 off of Michigan's running game.
God. All right, let's look at this NXT card real quick. Like we said, the Dusty Classic begins again tonight. I guess we're going to do the Women's Classic later down the line, later this year. One of the first matchups tonight, we have Axiom and Nathan Frazier taking on Hank and Tank. Hank and Tank, another favorite of the podcast, Hank and Tank.
The replacement, Briggs and Jensen.
Pretty much.
They are the new.
I don't know why they broke them up. I don't know what the reasoning was behind that. We're sucks with flip flop.
And they put Journey Dude on a level up.
Oh yeah, Jensen. Yeah.
Yeah, they put Jensen on a level up. I'm like, well, damn.
Just give him the Journey song and let him walk out there looking like Magnum TA.
And put him on regular NXT.
Yeah, it'll work.
Just have him beat down their corn.
Who do you think wins this match here tonight?
You said
Hank and Frazier versus Hank and Tank.
Hank and Tank. I hope Hank and Tank. I like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though everybody needs a win right here. Who's it? Who'd you say? Nathan Frazier and who?
Axiom.
Oh God, yeah.
Good old A Kid. Yeah.
Give me Nathan Frazier and Axiom. unfortunately.
Yeah,
I wish he would just become a kid again.
just never gonna happen. Next up we have Bron Breakker and Baron Corbin taking on Gallus. So for all the Gallus fans out there,
I forgot all about
that's a
that.
shame. That's a shame. That
Woo!
is
Good
a
thing I
shame.
dropped Gallus yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, you dodged a bullet on that one. That's for damn sure.
Damn. I knew I was Gallus boys out, but damn. Yeah, they don't like Gallus. HBK don't care about no Gallus. They about to get destroyed.
I really don't know why Gallus is there, to be honest with you.
I don't either. I've been waiting on them to get the call up.
They've been like perpetual losers in NXT for like 2 years. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Like anytime, which one was it? Joe Coffey that wrestles singles half the time, like majority of the time. Anytime he pops up, I'm like, why are y'all here?
Yeah, Joe's the single guy. Apparently, Joe and maybe Joe Gacy are doing a feud for some reason.
Yeah, that was the main reason why I dropped them. I was like, y'all not. Nope. Joe Gacy is coming after. No, I'm good. I don't even know why people hate Gallus. I like Gallus.
I like him too. It's just nothing. They don't do anything with him.
Right.
So of course, Bron and Corbin will win that one unless they lose and then they have a feud, which nobody wants to see.
Joe Gacy is going to interfere.
Absolutely. Nikita Lyons gets payback against Blair Davenport tonight.
That is for HBK to see straight for one night, for this one time during the night.
God bless you, HBK, and God bless you, Nikita. But man, it's
points for Raw.
Yeah, I'll take the point, but also it's not good. It's not great.
I'm just gonna get up during that match. I'll just put you down for 3 and just get up.
And if Blair wins, I won't tell you. Blair doesn't she have a title shot soon, or did she already?
She lost that last week.
You're right. She lost that last week on the New Year's special. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, lost title match. You'd think they'd give her a win back, but they also really like Nikita. So
I was to say she about to be under some sheets.
Yeah,
No, he don't, because he picked her up for our fantasy wrestling thing.
I don't hate her. Yeah,
he hates her, but he knows.
I see a point machine, I grab them. Except for AOP, but I didn't have a chance at that. So yeah, it's probably gonna be in a lot for Nikita. We also have Gigi Dolan going one-on-one with Cora Jade. What the fuck is happening with Gigi Dolan?
I don't know. Like what is the up with this stop start off on this with her? One minute she's like a threat, then next minute they're treating her like she's an up and comer. I'm like, she's not an up and comer. She's literally been she was a former tag team champion. There's nothing up and coming about her. Like either y'all gonna establish her or let her move up. Like what are y'all doing? I'm with you. Nothing makes sense about her character or her.
Her and JC almost got called up last year. Like, what are we doing? Why is sometimes, like you said, sometimes she's a threat, sometimes she's a friend of somebody, sometimes she's just there to be the jobber to get her ass kicked.
Right.
Mandy leaving, Mandy. Well, leaving is she was fired.
Mandy not trying to give up that money.
I guess fired for not wanting to give up the millions of dollars she was making. So,
right.
I don't blame her for that, but man, Gigi and JC's managed to weather the storm by just for some reason jumping in to chase you. I didn't expect that to work, but now her and Thea are like a really fun tag team. So hey, she was able to adapt, and Gigi just keeps taking it. I don't see her beating Cora Jade either.
I don't either.
So it's just a rough time to be Gigi Dolan. Uh,
Her Jade better be. She is so lucky because she just disappeared for the majority of our fantasy season, and I just had her sitting there. I'm about to cut her. And as soon as I got ready to cut her, she popped up.
just waiting. Just needed to hear you say that. Of course, our main, not maybe not the main event, but the main piece of the show tonight, we're gonna have Tony D'Angelo and Stacks defend the tag titles against OTM. If y'all don't
Ass.
know who that is the tag
Ass.
team managed by Reggie
Ass. Not our Reggie.
or Scripps, whatever the hell they're calling him.
Ass.
Yeah. Do you think they pull the trigger tonight?
I hope not. Like if Spaghetti Man gonna lose, he need to lose to somebody. And this is honestly, this is the worst the NXT tag division has ever been. Like last year was pretty. Last year at this point, they had better tag teams. They have not stacked up their tag teams whatsoever. Like, they got rid of a tag team. We lost Briggs and Jensen.
They broke up Briggs and Jensen for no reason.
For no reason. And the furthest they got was an NXT UK tag title run.
Yeah, which doesn't mean
before they flushed it down the toilet.
Yeah. And then the Creeds have moved up. Pretty Deadly have moved up.
And the Vets are gone.
The Vets are gone. Like they've two tag teams moved up, one got released, and one split up. So now the best you can do is have the D'Angelo family against Reggie's boys, and I don't want it. I don't want it. But
I don't want it. And the one tag team that's like actually legit and been there the longest out of anybody, the two black dudes, they're not even. They never give them. They give them some burn every now and then they just flush them right back down. They're just like, nope, that's as far as y'all go.
Yeah, Malik Blade and
Malik Blade,
Idris Enofe.
Yeah,
yeah, they're good. There was a point last year where they like did this whole we're changing our appearance, we're changing our style, and and then they got a few wins, and then they disappeared for like 3 months.
Right. Like I'd love for NXT to hit up AEW because AEW has so many freaking tag teams that they don't even know what to do with them.
They're not even using.
Right. Like they could literally like take a good 5 tag teams out of AEW and ROH and they wouldn't even like AEW would still be fine, but NXT would be replenished instantly. Because they have no tag team.
Let's make the deal then. We'll call their people. We'll set this up. 3 tag teams from AEW Ring of Honor in exchange for Jinder Mahal.
Jinder versus Hook.
We can now that is a pay-per-view match. Let's put what's the next show? Was it Double or Nothing? No. Double or Nothing? Revolution?
One of those, either that or Revolution, whatever, wherever Sting is retiring. The winner of Hook versus Jinder faces Sting.
Jinder versus Sting. Now that's a match we missed. That's about as big of a match as Undertaker and Sting that we missed out on. That's for damn sure. That's hurtful.
Jinder.
Oh my god! I mean, I'm just saying, 2K would bring in a lot of like cool shit for his entrance.
He really would. We thought the celebration when he won was ridiculous. That was under Vince McMahon's money. Khan money. Oh, he about to have actual elephants. It's about to be like Aladdin.
He's gonna have an actual genie.
Right.
That is about it for NXT tonight. It's looking like a show. It's not the strongest.
I'm hoping Dragon League shows up. Just
actually. So before we sign off, I'm looking at some reports from other places. This is from Fightful. It looks like Dragon Lee's visa situation has gotten handled, and he's supposed to defend the North American title against. Are you starting him? Are you starting Dragon Lee right now?
I start him every week just because he said he was defending it every week.
He's defending against Alexis King.
Oh, hell no!
In the main event. In the main event,
Ew.
Alexis King is going to steal the championship.
Oh, man. Bracy, get out my brain. I was like, yeah, they're going to have a Robin Williams hologram. I definitely was thinking that too. Like, yeah, Tony Khan go pay for the hologram.
Says they're going to have Nikita and Blair open the show.
Ew.
But also, so the show, of course, NXT, based out of Florida, where this big ass storm is like getting even worse and worse, and there's something coming off the ocean that's coming in to hit Florida now. So there might be a point where NXT is knocked off cable for a little bit. There's a chance. It won't be the first time that's happened either. Right when Nikita breaks cable.
Her cheeks the headlines now. Cable. Like, no, stop it. They didn't.
Kim broke the internet. She broke TV.
She's gonna do her finisher.
Last thing we see is just Core Jade's face getting crushed. Oh God. But folks, thank y'all so much for watching us. Of course, you can find us at facebook.com/undertheringpod and twitch.tv/undertheringpod. If you want to know when we're going to go live, go there, follow us. You'll get notifications every time we do. You can also follow us at our link tree where we have links to all of our individual accounts. Of course, I am at Greg Bush SK. We've got in the chat, Rock Ribs 44. Of course, the teacher man Mike Jones at Mr. Freshbeard. My forever rival, Trick Matty, the right answer. Borea Maliente, who could not be here today. But I think he said we'll see him tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah.
And then of course
Kenny said he'll be here tomorrow.
Our local news correspondent Justin D. Baxley. Yeah, it's not looking like the best episode of NXT tonight.
It's not.
Maybe Alexis King will surprise us.
Kind of a mailed in New Year's episode because last week was taped, so they're like, we'll just ease into the year.
Fair enough. Maybe Alexis King can surprise us.
No, he better not. I would. If I don't watch no match tonight, you watching Dragon League.
Have a great night, folks. We'll see y'all tomorrow, 6 o'clock, same time. For Here Comes the Boom.
Peace.